Hello everyone. I hope you are very well at your home, staying safe and protecting yourself from COVID-19. So let's start your today's session. In your previous session, you have learned about past tense and today we are going to continue future tense. Let's get started. So let's start with simple future tense. What is simple future tense? An action to take place in future comes under simple future tense. Let's see the rule of simple future tense. Subject, shall, will plus first form of the verb plus object. Let's see some examples of simple future tense. I shall or will. I shall speak. You will not speak. Will you speak? Or why will you speak? Let's move on to future continuous tense. So what is future continuous tense? An action going on in future comes under future continuous tense. Let's see the rule of future continuous tense. Subject, shall, will plus be plus first form of the verb plus ing plus object. Let's see some examples of future continuous tense. You will be speaking. You will not be speaking. Will you be speaking? Why will you be speaking? Let's move on to future perfect tense. So what is future perfect tense? An action that will have been completed in future comes under future perfect tense. Let's see the rule of future perfect tense. Subject, will, shall plus have plus third form of the verb plus object. Let's see some examples of future perfect tense. You will have spoken. You will not have spoken. Will you have spoken? Why will you have spoken? Let's move on to future perfect continuous tense. So what is future perfect continuous tense? An action continuous up to some future point of time comes under future perfect continuous tense. Let's see the rule of future perfect continuous tense. Subject, shall plus be plus have been, first form of the verb plus ing plus object plus for or since time. Let's see the examples of future perfect continuous tense. You will have been speaking. You will not have been speaking. Will you have been speaking? Why will you have been speaking? Although we don't use it commonly, so it's done. So let's see the use of since and for. Although we have used it in our sentences, let's see the difference between since and for. For is used to denote period of time. Let's see some examples of for. For 2 hours, for 5 years, for 10 years, for last 2 years, for last 2 months, for last 3 weeks. Let's move on to since. Since is used to denote point of time. Let's see some examples of since. Since Monday, since 2008, since 7 p.m., since the beginning, since time immemorial, since last year. So it's done. So class, this topic is done. I hope you understood it very well. So please like, share and subscribe our Ankh YouTube channel. Thank you so much.